This is a commercially or just retail-y available system made by Sabco. It's called the Brew Magic. Pumps that can circulate the wort, which is the unfermented beer. You make hot water, and this is a mash tun, lauter tun. So when we, this is where we put the grain and the hot water together, and that makes the mash. And then that's the first step in the brewing process. You have to hit a specific temperature range for the mash. And what that does is converts starches in the grains into sugars that the yeast can eat. And from there, you drain off that tea, if you want to call it that, after it's been steeped. And then you sprinkle hot water again on top. That's called sparging. And that whole system is you're sprinkling the water and it's draining out. That's called lautering. All these old German terms. And that's then drains into this boil kettle. From the boil kettle, that's when hops are added, and the hops give the bitterness to that sweet liquor part where the yeast turns the sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide.
Okay.
Our beer to ferment at a temperature that's somewhere between 65 and 68 degrees. Kind of keep stuff from falling into it. But yeah, those are called open. This one's a closed system. Got a different shape than what Troni's got. Troni's got like dish bottoms, kind of flatter. These are cylindrical conical. Well, we cool that down, and then it drops. The yeast flocculates, it settles down, and then we can transfer over into here is the bright tank, which is what we use to carbonate the beer. This is what we're starting with, because these are recyclable. They come to us clean, ready to be filled. We don't have a keg washer yet, so that's the reason why we're doing this. What this does is have a replaceable inner bladder that we can just take the lid off, pull apart, replace the bladder, and fill the next one. So these are 6th barrel sizes. 6th, which is like 5.17 gallons. So figure there's 6 of these in a brewer's barrel. This one's called 6th barrel, which is another standard type. I mean, there's quarter barrel, half barrel, 6th barrel, other general normal sizes as far as that goes. Then there's the hectoliter sizes, 25 to 50 hectoliter, or I mean, liter size. Hectoliters, 1,000 liters. So 10,000 square foot building, plus the loading dock, which is 450 square foot.
Which is the little one back there?
Yeah, that little room to the side. It's where we'll have our semis, our trucks, and load and unload. We could take it as far back as that fence if we needed to. I'm going to say to like 95. It wasn't, I think, Three Floyds, because where I used to live, Three Floyds started a couple blocks from where I did in Hammond, Indiana.
Okay.
And I mean, just how many different beer companies that have started since I started home brewing and been around. And it used to be the thing. I would go to Goose Island Brewery used to be on Sundays for tours and free beer. And then there was another Chicago brewing company that was on Saturdays. So in college, used to drive in a half hour to Chicago, drink free beer in 2010, and I won Best of Show. That's the Brown Cow. That's the prize for winning Best of Show at the Indiana State Fair is to brew it on a big system like Troni's, but it's up in Indianapolis, and I was at Broad Ripple Brew Pub. The brewer there and made a batch there, and we had a tapping party whenever it was ready, and Homebrew Club, we chartered a bus and took a trip up there and had a good time.
What's involved in, because you said you had to make it on a bigger scale, what's involved in like just simple math to just kind of add, like make it on a larger scale, or is there more to it? Cause
there's differences. Just attended Craft Brewers Conference in Washington, D.C. last week,
And for some breweries, they found out that you have a better utilization when you're scaling it up. So it's not a 1-to-1. It may be a 3/4 to 1. Other breweries have found that it simply is a 1-to-1, and others have found no, it's not as efficient, and they had to. So we're going to look at it and do an initial test batch at 1-to-1, just